Gives it to Hastings. Hastings around the right side. Breaks the tackle. He gets it down to the 1. He is at the 1. Just short of the goal line. Hastings, like a stallion, working off that right side. Very nearly gets it into the end zone. Brad, he again is very close.
That was a very close play. It looked as if Hastings was able to reach out and put the ball over the goal line. Our back judge disagreed. They're inside the 1 yard, coming to the line of scrimmage right now.
3rd and goal from inside the 1. 2:44 to go in the game. Where has the clock gone? Maynard gives it to Hastings. He's in there. Touchdown, Big Blue. Hastings takes it off left tackle for the touchdown, and Lebanon picks up a touchdown.
This all-important extra point right here, Tommy.
Bob, do you go for the onside kick at this point?
You got to. You're 2:35. You don't have time to kick it and hold it.
And we haven't done a really great job of holding them down.
No, we haven't. You've got to go with the onside kick.
Alex Hutto will snap it to Salas, who will put it down for Diego Mota. Snap, spot it, kick it up, and it is good. Diego Mota knocks it down. It's 21-14 Riverdale. 2:35 to go in the game. We'll be back at 30. This is the Blue Devil Football Network.
Recovery at the 40 of Riverdale. 6 plays later, DeMarco Hastings runs it in for a touchdown for the Blue Devils. Mota has kicked the PAT. There's 2 minutes, 35 seconds left in this ball game. The score is now Riverdale 21, Lebanon 14.
You know, the worst kept secret in the world is this onside kick. You remember last year at Lincoln County, we attempted about 4 of those and got, I think, 3 of them. The ball will be spotted at the 40 on the near hash. Mota has 10 teammates on the far side of the field. 2 rows of 5. He will attempt to kick a grounder. He kicks the grounder. He gets the high. Oh! It's in the air. I don't know. I don't know. Lebanon says they've got it. Two people went up, one in a blue shirt, one in a white.
He got the Sunday hop he wanted, Tommy.
Salas comes up with the football out of the bottom of the pile. And what are they calling? They've thrown a pad. They've thrown the beanbag down.
They're going to say first touching before it went 10 yards.
Illegal touch. Illegal touch, Lebanon.
Oh.
Oh, man. Illegal touch, Lebanon. You cannot touch it until it has gone at least 10 yards. They're going to spot it at the 49.
I'll tell you what, though, Mota right there, that was a perfect kick.
That second hop went sky high.
Yeah, it did.
Exactly like you tell him to.
And you saw the Riverdale guy come in to make a clean catch of it, but about the time he's making the catch, a Lebanon kid comes in with him at the same time, Silas, and at that point you fight over it. But if you've got illegal touching before 10 yards, there's nothing you can do.
Ball's at the Lebanon 49. Smith under center. Fakes it, gives it back inside to McLean. McLean's got some room on the far sideline. He's brought down after he picks up first down yardage. McLean has been a thorn in our side all night long on the reverse handoff. They fake it to the fullback and give it to McLean coming back against the grain, and he picks up a first down. 38-yard line of Lebanon, 2:19, and the clock runs.
Somebody's got to make a play right here. You got to have something go wrong. A bad snap, a fumbled carry.
You got to gamble. You got to pull that thing loose. 2 minutes exactly to go in the game. Riverdale on top, 21-14. They give it to Van Hoos right up the middle. He breaks the initial line of scrimmage. He turns and he backs for an extra 5 yards. Running backwards, Van Hoos carries it to the 25-yard line for first down yardage. Riverdale for so many years had those big, strong tailbacks McGowan is one that comes to mind, and this guy, a completely different animal. Small fullback, quick burst, much like Benford, as Bob alluded to earlier. And Van Hoos has gashed us time and time again tonight. 1st and 10 Riverdale. They've got it at the 25. Fake it to McLean, give it back inside to Avalarosa. We've got somebody there to make the stop, and Calderon Williams pulls him down, tackles him around the neck, and Lebanon has to take a timeout.
That saved a touchdown right there.
He was the only one capable of making the touchdown-saving tackle, and he did just that, Calderon Williams. $1:22 to go in the game. We'll take a 30-second break. This is the Blue Devil Football Network.
Cancun Drive in 2 weeks at homecoming against Blackman. So be sure to come in and bring some canned food.
The press box as we debate back and forth how far that football went. The officials ruled an illegal touch by Lebanon, and thus Riverdale now has it at the 11-16, 2nd down, and about 1 to go. 1:22 to go in the football game. The Warriors lead 21-14. Smith, Trey Smith, the quarterback, under center for Riverdale. Gives it to the motion man, McLean. Dodges one, can't dodge another, and he's brought down at about the 4. He almost had enough to get into the end zone. They will spot him at about the 4. No, they won't. They'll back it up to the 6. Just outside the 5, the clock's running. 1:10. Lebanon has stood toe-to-toe with Riverdale tonight. Take away a couple of mistakes, who knows?
Exactly right. Big plays. Will they take a knee or will they run it?
1st and goal. Van Hoos stumbles and doesn't get much. Maybe 2. 40 seconds and the clock's running. Lebanon has given it one whale of an effort tonight. Lebanon will drop to 3-4 on the season, 2-2 in the region. Number 1, Riverdale, will improve to 7-0. 19 seconds. They break the huddle. Riverdale, quarterback sneak. That was Smith. Lebanon's going to take a timeout here. 9 seconds. That was a quarterback sneak, not so much to score, but just to pile it up there in the middle. Lebanon's defensive unit comes to the sideline. Bob, we have seen some fight from these Blue Devils tonight.
Yeah, we have. And like you said, you take a play out here and there. Actually, some big plays. We've got the ball on the 15-yard line within 7 points. We're going in to tie the game up. Well, actually down here on the 1-yard line. And can't get it in. Then we get it down on the 15-yard line and fumble the ball, and they pick it up and go 74 yards the other way to change the field. So you're looking at almost a 2-touchdown difference.
At the Lebanon 4. Smith is under center. The give is to Van Hoos. He doesn't get in. There is a mob scene at the Lebanon 2. 3.1 seconds. And Lebanon takes the timeout. If we just let the clock, well, Lebanon's trying to do something. I mean, my first thought was, well, why, if you don't call timeout, the clock runs out. But you make them snap it, and maybe something happens. Yeah, maybe there's a bad snap.
Bad snap, falls on the ground, you pick it up and go the other way, tie the game. I mean, you never know what's going to happen. You got 3.1 seconds to go in the game.
They have squeezed every bit of life out of this football game they could. They've taken it down to 3.1 seconds.
Yep. Lebanon Loyals are here.
This will be 4th and goal from the 4. 3.1 seconds to go in the contest. Lebanon has 4 defensive linemen down there. They give it to McLean inside, and he scores. McLean took it in for the touchdown, and Riverdale scores with no time left on the clock. McLean on the... They will not attempt the PAT. They will not attempt the PAT. That's going to do it. The score, 27-14. Riverdale, #1 team in the state, stays undefeated with the victory over the Blue Devils tonight here at Noakes Lassiter Field. Lebanon drops to 3-4, only 2-2 in the region, though. If Lebanon can close out solid, the Blue Devils can have a really good seed in the playoffs because they own the tiebreaker over Laverne and Smyrna. Lebanon and Riverdale meeting together, mutual respect amongst these two programs.
You know, Tommy, that's one thing we hadn't really talked about. Wilson Central, Riverdale, Smyrna, Laverne, all those teams have failed to meet yet. We played them all.
So this thing's going to be shook up a little bit before it's all said and done. Brad, Bobby went down to the far end of the field. Now he's coming back to you. He's looking for you. Brad, he's down here on about the 20, on the Lebanon 20. Just, go down there toward the south end zone. He's looking for you now. Next week, Lebanon.
Thank you much, Tommy. We're down here on the 40-yard line. Coach, hard-fought game. Your thoughts?
Like you said, hard-fought game. It was a good game. Couple big plays hurt us, and our guys came out and battled tonight, though. That's something I don't think we've seen in the last couple of weeks, so I was impressed with how they came out and battled.
The effort was very impressive. You stood toe-to-toe with the #1 ranked team in the state. What do you take out of this game?
Well, a loss. I mean, either way, I don't know how many moral victories there are, but we did get better this week, and the thing we've got to look at is that the last 3 games, if we win, we're in the playoffs, and that's what we got to work to do. And I think we had a good week of practice, and some things we were doing, it wasn't going to get corrected in a week, so we worked on it, and we got a little bit better this week, and we need to get a little bit better next week.
Coach, appreciate it. Thanks for your time. Good luck next week.
Thank you.
Thank you. Tommy, hard-fought game. Lebanon stuck in there and played toe-to-toe with the #1 team in the state. The scoreboard does not show how even the game was. Hard-fought, but a loss for the Lebanon Blue Devils. I'm looking for Coach Adderall right now. I'll get back to you when I have him.
Brad, we're going to take a 2-minute break back at the station. 2 minutes. Lebanon on the losing end of a 27-14 game. 27-14, Riverdale over Lebanon. Will be